Hello, Vladimir. Good morning. You're
Hi
here.
there. Good morning. How are you? How's it
Hi,
Fine,
going,
thanks.
teacher.
guys?
Good
Morning.
Hey,
morning.
welcome to class.
Thank you.
Hey, don't you like my outlook today? Also my look today using these new glasses?
Uh-huh.
They're from
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes, because today we are academics, okay? Today we're very academics, okay? I'm
Okay,
just
so
I'm just like seeing from the outside, que es como mirar los toros desde la barrera.
Mhm.
now, Vladimir, please help us. Help us here. We are gonna correct. Well, try to help Oneidas to give coherence and to this paragraph or to this essay that she has written.
Oh my
Has
God,
written.
that's interesting. That's interesting. Yes, I've been like checking, but I'm just like I'm like a
Uh-huh.
kind of out of context. Uh-huh.
For example, there when it says the COVID is a potent virus,
Appearance.
probably appeared because we are
Oh,
talking in past, yeah, so you say appear or which probably appeared because you are saying for example, me, I would write the COVID is a potent virus which probably appeared in
Okay.
past, which probably appeared in past with ed. Uh-huh.
Okay.
she can use parentheses there. Yes, parentheses in which probably appear in China, or she can use like commas in order to
Mm-hmm.
separe the ideas. It's like a kind of
Mm-hmm.
what we call um, uh, oh my God, I had the name had the name in the tip of my tongue. Es una appositive clause,
A positive.
appositive clause, una cláusula apositiva. You can use whether a comma there, yes, and finish in China, yes, or you can use parentheses if you want. You can use also parentheses if you want because you are giving explanation about what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Either way is possible. Either way is possible. Cualquiera. Cualquiera de los dos
Mm-hmm.
es posible. That's a matter of writing style, and
Style, yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a matter of style.
Mm-hmm.
There are manuals of,
Will appear for the first time in
stylistica,
China.
and yeah, yeah, you can use it.
In this case, I will change or I would write derivative because we are talking in
Yeah,
past,
yeah,
Oneida. You
yeah.
have to
That's in
continue.
past.
If you start in past,
Parallelism.
you continue all exactly parallelism. You continue
Parallelism
all
is
the
in verb
paragraph in
tenses.
past.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the COVID is a potent virus which probably appeared for the first time in China, derivated. I think it's with B, derivated to the ingestion of animals which were portators. I
Portrait.
don't know. hmm I don't know if that's the correct word. Were the portators? It's the correct word, Vladimir, in there?
Maybe, teacher, maybe which were
Infected.
Okay, to
infected.
the ingestion so far. Which were infected. Yeah, which were infected. It's better. Very good. The first
Oh,
infected.
okay. Pero pasa que está acá también.
Yeah. Vladimir, beater. But what does it mean, beater? Infected animal?
Hi, teacher.
Vladimir.
Okay, that's the person that holds something,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what. But in this case, you better use, since we're talking about medical terms, it's better to use infected.
Yeah, it's better. But the thing here is that we have infected and then we have infected again. The first infected was
No.
No.
So you're talking about So if remember, you already made a reference. Yes.
The
So
first one.
you can say the first case. Yes,
The
in
first
medical
case.
terms, the first case. Yes, or the first person or the first individual could be like that. But it's better to say like the first case.
The first case was at the beginning of last
Yeah, but
year.
when you say the first case, you have to mention a little bit. The first case, like informed, or the first case and reported. You understand? The first
In
case.
reporting is
The first
reported.
The first reported.
The
first case.
The,
No, the first reported case.
the first reported case.
Reported.
is better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better.
Reported case. Was.
Okay. At the beginning. I would say at the beginning of 2020.
Exactly. Okay.
At the beginning?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
At the beginning.
I'm sorry if you wanted to say something
No,
else.
yeah. At the beginning or at the end? Yeah, at the beginning of 2020, to be more specific. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you write this, for example, Oneida, if you send this to a magazine, to a journal, then they are going to say, okay, but last year, for example, if I read it in
Which
5
year?
years, which
last
year? Exactly.
Yeah, okay. At the
beginning of.
Well, she can also make that at the beginning of last year and put 2020 in parentheses. It's also. Yeah, but you better leave it like that. You better leave it like that.
No?
No,
No. Only the
last
first
year was
report case
2020.
Only the numbers? Only the...
At the beginning of 2020. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
19 or 20?
20.
20.
No, the thing is that in 2020 is not included. 2020 is not included in our memories. It's a year to forget.
Oneida, 1 year is enough with this virus.
No, I know, I understand, Oneida. I understand, Oneida, clearly, because this is a year that everybody wants to forget, not included in our memory, in our personal and social memory.
Exactly. The first reported case was at the beginning of 2020, and this person.
No, disperse not.
Spread.
Spread.
Spread. And
Spread
spread.
it.
SPREAD. Spread.
This one here.
In the
You write, you can write the teacher Vladimir.
Oh yeah, of course, I can write it here. So spread, but you have to write it in past. Spread it.
so
Yes, you can write or
No.
Can you manage the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
She wants you to write it.
No, yes. I wrote it in the chat.
In the chat, yeah.
Check
okay,
the chat. The spread, but you have to write it in past. So this one, disperse, no, and I wouldn't say and the disease, no, and eat. Eat.
And eat its spirit.
And eat.
I don't know the word. The
spread.
Okay.
Spread. SPR. Okay.
SPRE.
EAD.
Hey, check the chat. Check the chat, Oneida.
In the chat, you have it, Oneida, in the chat.
Yeah.
The chat.
Como estoy
And
compartiendo la
it's
pantalla,
pretty.
no veo el chat. Ya.
No.
Don't worry, don't
Don't
worry.
worry, it's okay. There's no problem. There's no problem. So we're learning. We're learning from here. This is the best way to learn writing.
Ay, ahora no los veo.
Ujú.
Ya va. Ya va que ahora me salí, no los veo.
Vladimir, ¿y usted le puede manejar a ella la pantalla?
Claro,
¿no?
por eso que te estoy comentando a ver si...
Yeah, yeah.
Bueno,
Okay, so
entonces ayúdela.
Oneida, pay attention, pay attention. Te va a aparecer
Bueno.
un mensaje, te va a aparecer un mensaje ahí en la pantalla y tú le vas
Sí,
a dar
lo que pasa
clic.
es que como estoy compartiendo la pantalla, te veo solo a ti. Estoy buscando la manera de colocarlos a todos para que salga el chat y no me sale. Por eso es que no puedo
Abajo,
ver el chat.
abajo no lo tiene.
Sí, ahí aparte,
En el cintillo abajo.
dice. Ok, te voy a mandar una invitación para acceso remoto. Ok, le vas a dar clic y en ese momento, Neida, no vas a tocar la computadora. No la toques.
Ok.
Ok, so.
No te burles de mí.
No, yo no me estoy burlando, sino
Te
que
voy a ver en español.
Ah, ok.
Ajá, ajá.
Ok, listo. ¿Ya? ¿Le diste?
Listo, ya.
Ah, perfecto. Ahora sí. Entonces, ya,
Ah,
porque
bueno, ahora
esto de
sí.
aquí it's a little bit complex. Ajá.
Thank you,
because-
teacher. Thank
No,
you.
it's okay. Ajá. And it. Ajá.
It is. It is.
It.
Ujú.
And.
It is.
Ya va,
Okay.
espérate. I don't
Ya,
remember. Yeah, wait.
The first reported case was at the beginning of 2020
And-
and it was, ¿será? It was spread, puede ser, it was spread.
No, because we already used
It
was
spread
here
it.
in this part.
Ah, okay. It
Already.
spread it, yeah.
And it spread it all over the world.
Mhm.
And it, ya. Lo que pasa es que cuando uno utiliza el acceso remoto es más lento la respuesta.
Mhm.
And it spread. And it
Spread it. In fast. Mhm.
Spread it.
For all over.
No, all over the world.
Mhm. And it spread it all over the world. Mhm.
And it spread it all over the world.
Very fast.
Very fast.
Very fast.
Had
Excellent.
appeared.
Ajá, ahí déjela. Vamos a preguntarle a Oneida qué va ahí, Oneida. Y el resto de muchachos. Recuerden que una oración en inglés no puede comenzar con un verbo. ¿Ok? ¿Qué necesitamos?
Ah, ok.
En español, sí.
Conjunction.
En español.
No, en inglés todo es al revés.
Sí, pero en español sí
El
podemos
verbo va-
empezar una oración con. Podemos
En
empezar
español,
una
sí.
oración con un verbo.
The virus.
The virus, exactly. The noun, okay? We need the noun
Okay,
or
the
the
noun.
personal pronoun. Ajá.
Sí, lo que creo que quiere decir ahí es que ya han aparecido. O sea, como que ya han aparecido diferentes cepas.
Different cepas have appeared.
Exactly. Different cepas. Exactly. Different cepas.
Ajá.
Sería have appeared. Have. Con have y no con have, ¿no?
Ajá. Different strains.
Strains. La cosa, cepas.
Different strains.
Have appeared.
Appeared with ed, yes.
Because it's the past participle.
Yes.
Entonces, different strains have appeared with variable have appeared. Ahí esa coma no va.
Esa coma quítela. Ahí le va a decir.
Yes.
Esa coma no va ahí. Ajá.
No.
Different cepas o strains have appeared with variable, la S de variable.
Yeah.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué, Vladimir? Explíquele. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué no lleva la S?
Vladimir, explíquele por qué. Bravo, vamos,
Con
Vladimir.
suavidad,
porque
suavidad,
ahí
por
está
favor.
funcionando.
Con
ahí está-
suavidad, mira que yo he sido muy valiente de ser la primera.
No, no, está
Claro,
bien,
no.
Oneida.
Es que ese es el ejercicio, o sea, esta es la
Oneida,
mejor forma de uno
si
aprender a
tú me estás
escribir.
viendo, Oneida, mira lo que te voy a regalar.
Ah,
Tell me, what was the gift? What is the gift? Tell
Un
me.
corazón.
Un
It was
corazón,
like
un
a
corazón.
heart. It was a heart. It was a heart.
very ternura, como
Tenderness.
Tenderness. Mhm.
Yes,
It's
tenderness.
very tender.
Yeah, it's very tender. It's like this. Hey, this is like this, Oneida. This is for you. Very good. Okay, so, por aquí no se utiliza ahí, porque hay variables se está utilizando como un adjetivo.
Yes.
Se está utilizando como un adjetivo. Los adjetivos en inglés tienen la característica que no se pluralizan. No se pluralizan, pero en español sí. En el castellano sí se pluralizan. Eso es lo,
Ok.
bueno, el español, ustedes no tienen, ustedes NPI, ¿saben lo que es NPI?
Sí.
No
Yes,
poseen
sí.
información, no poseen información de lo complejo que es el español. El español va, como dice Buzz Lightyear, al infinito y más allá. Okay, so,
Yo creo que ahí está bien ya. With variable levels of intensity during a year, para no cambiárselo mucho.
yes.
Ahora, subo a eso, Vladimir, porque debe ser un solo párrafo.
Ajá, todo eso es un párrafo.
Sí, ella debería escribir un solo párrafo. Ahí hay
Ok.
3.
Ya va, déjame, tú vas a solicitar el control remoto otra vez. Ok. Gracias, thank you. Thank you. I have the
Ok, dice,
control
en
again.
Venezuela, ajá. Ajá, ahí Vladimir dice, en Venezuela the infection rate has, sería, no had, ¿no?
Ajá. Yes, yes. Yes.
It has been increased.
Ajá.
Eh.
Ha estado incrementándose.
Pensé que
Last 3 months.
Porque el had sería había estado
yes,
incrementándose.
yes.
En este caso
It's
ha
No,
estado
ahí
incrementándose.
está, ha estado incrementándose.
Ahí, the last months, ¿qué dicen ustedes,
The
chicos?
three. The last months.
Increasing in the last months.
Has been increasing.
No, the in is, I don't think in is needed there.
No. Has been increasing the last months. Esa coma sí la quitaría yo. Affecting especially, because we have a verb. Vamos a tener un verbo ahí, no le quitemos la idea todavía, no lo separemos. Entonces dice, the infection rate has been increasing the last months, affecting especially to elderly people, ¿puede ser?
No, affecting old people.
Affecting especially affecting old people, especially.
No, but,
pero ella quiere enfatizar que es a las personas adultas.
Yeah, of course.
Sí, pero lo que pasa es que en inglés adult es lo que, vamos a decirlo así, va entre lo que son los 21 hasta los, qué sé yo.
Adult people, entonces
como
sería
40 años, 50 años, porque entre los 50 y los 60 son lo que le llaman middle-aged. Entonces, es lo que quiere decir a la gente anciana, de la tercera edad, ¿sí?
Claro,
entonces affecting elder people.
Eso, elder people. Pero ahí dice affecting.
No,
yo
affecting all people, especially elder people, ya.
Yeah, good.
No, elder.
¿Quién está manejando? ¿Vladimir?
No, ella, yo tengo el control, pero ella lo está haciendo, yo no estoy tocando.
Bueno.
Elder.
Okay, let me write it. Don't touch your computer. Don't touch your computer. Okay, I'm gonna write it for you. It's like elder people.
Elder. Así como Elda, pero con R.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
a
sorry.
never
Elder
taken
people.
here.
Elder
taken.
people. Mhm.
Elder. Mhm.
Mm,
Elder people.
I would say studies without
Sí, sí.
the article, the studies. So
Studies in general, okay? Because when you say the studies, you are like closing,
focusing on one study that we that in studies that we know and are common for us.
Or
In
research.
general.
Or
Studies.
researchers, exactly. Researchers, research, studies.
No, more.
No, si hablamos de studies, tenemos que ser show.
Sí, the studies show more than.
And
No, yo no diría estudios. I wouldn't say
No,
studies.
research.
Yo diría más bien como que, what is the name of that?
Research.
Research, de investigaciones.
No, porque ella está hablando de personas muertas y los que dan personas muertas
Studies.
son los reportes.
Studies.
No, los que dan personas muertas son
reports. Sí, los reportes.
reports.
Los reportes muestran tal cosa.
Ajá,
sí.
entonces no es studies, es reports.
Reports.
Ajá, reports show more than 2,000.
More than.
2,000 of died, no. More than 2,000 dead people.
Dead people. Ajá. More than. Primero, Vladimir.
More than.
Porque es comparación, ¿ok, Oneida?
Ajá,
Cuando hay comparación.
Very good, Gabriela. You're back.
More than 2,000. Ajá. Quítale el D, ese que está ahí.
Ajá, more than 2,000 people. Ajá, venga y yo le corrijo. No me toque la computadora. Ajá, more than, ajá.
He's the boss.
I'm sorry. No.
Okay, no problem. Attention, please.
Hands up.
No, wait. Let me stop sharing the screen. Let me stop sharing the screen. Déjame compartir la pantalla. Lo que pasa es que la experiencia me ha enseñado que y nosotros los que estamos ahora manejando Zoom, al principio no tendemos a entender esta situación de cómo manejar esta parte. Cuando se comparte la pantalla y, por ejemplo, una persona le pide acceso a la otra, la persona que permitió el acceso, en este caso tú, Neida, no puedes tocar la computadora para yo poder, porque si tú estás moviendo eso es como si estuviésemos moviendo los dos al mismo tiempo el ratón.
Claro.
Entonces tú tienes que, por eso le digo, no la toque. Entonces,
claro, no, entendemos eso. Lo que pasa es que es la forma.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oneida, share the screen again. Compártelo otra vez. Okay. Share the screen again. Y te voy a pedir el acceso otra vez.
Ahora no me aparece para compartir. Ya.
Sí, ya. Don't worry, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to begin it, but it's okay. Yes, okay. Ahora, listo. ¿Listo? Solicitar. Listo. Very good. Listo, ya. No toque. More than 2,000 dead people in the country.
2,000 people.
O, ¿saben qué? O 2,000 deceased in the country, mejor.
Sí.
Mucho mejor.
Más técnico, más, suena mejor. Report show that more than 2,000.
Dice así.
Pero ahí serían reports show than more, reports show than more, reports show more than 2,000 diseases. Reports show more than 2,000 diseases, ¿sí? Muertes. In the country.
Yes.
Diseases.
No.
¿Cómo es?
This one here.
Yes.
Deceased, mortality disease in the country.
No, pero ahí ese disease no me suena. Me suena con, o sea, decesos como,
Sí, lo que
como
pasa es que-
sustantivo, no como verbo.
More than 2,000
Lo-
deceased people in the country.
Ah,
Es
bueno.
que lo que
sí.
pasa es que deceased son fallecidos.
Yes.
Ujú.
O sea, ya incluye todo.
Oh, bueno.
Ujú.
2,000 deceased in the country.
Yes.
In the country, yeah. Yes.
Ujú. In the country.
Yeah.
In the country, coma, including tens.
¿Es decenas? ¿No?
I think
Ah, pero entonces serían
pero-
tens.
Pero no sé, many, ¿no? No es mejor. Including many doctors
tons.
Ok.
o including a lot of doctors.
Si van a decir decenas, tienen que utilizar la forma de los números ordinales en plural.
Ujú.
Tens serían decenas.
Yes.
Centenas,
Sí,
hundreds.
esa es la idea.
Teacher, including significant numbers.
Oh, muy bien esa, Elda, excelente. Sí, including a significant,
A significant
number
numbers
of
of
doctors. Muy bien, excelente. Recuerden que tenemos que hacer eso, lo que Elda está
Ajá.
haciendo, ¿ok? Llevarlo al estilo académico. Including a significant number of doctors. Ujú.
Ujú. Significant numbers
bien.
of
Excelente.
doctors.
The teacher Vladimir. No le había comentado al profesor Vladimir que este era el primer borrador, por eso también no está. Por eso no lo había
tranquila.
enviado.
No, don't worry. It's okay.
No, lo entendemos, claro.
Yo lo entiendo. And this is the best way to learn writing. This is the best way to learn writing.
Ujú.
Ajá, numbers of doctors.
Likewise, the patients, who had, igual el had, no diría had, sino who has, ¿no? O who have.
Ajá. No,
Sí,
who
estamos hablando
has,
de patients.
who
Y
have
la palabra patients.
overcome.
No.
Ajá, sí, patient.
Ujú. Ujú.
Mm.
Ujú. The
Who
patients who have overcome, exactly. Sería
Uh-huh, the
mejor.
persons have overcome. Overcome. Overcoming some the disease.
The space.
Likewise, the patients who have
Space.
overcome the patients who have
Space
overcome the
between the-
disease, comma.
Way.
Teacher space. Ok.
Ya. Sorry. Okay. Es que cuando es el acceso remoto se vuelve un poco
Lento, sí.
lento, ajá.
The patients who have overcome the disease, comma, generally. Ujú.
Ujú. Sí, porque estamos haciendo, vamos a decirlo así, this is a connector. This
Excellent
is
connection. I like it.
Ujú. Likewise.
Eso es un conector, no, una transition signal,
Ujú.
una transition signal. Entonces, the patient who have this is comma. Ujú.
Comma,
Ujú.
generally, stay with affections with double F.
Yes. Yes.
I would say
Ajá.
remain.
Sí, mejor. Sí.
Remain.
Remain.
O sea, no.
Mejor. Tiene un sentido
Puede
más,
ser,
sí, para esto.
yeah, remain or continue también podría ser. Pero no, vamos a utilizar mejor remain.
Remain. Ajá, remain.
Ah,
It's better.
remain with affections
Affections.
as joint
Such
pain.
as.
Ujú, yes, ya le iba a decir también.
Such as joint pain.
Such as joint pain. Yes, que es dolor
Ujú.
en las articulaciones. Tiredness, yes. And even
Yes, I did.
and
Okay.
even
Cold.
neurological disorders.
Muy bien.
Neurological
excelente.
disorders. Punto.
Muy bien. Ahí está bien.
Ajá, sí, ahí ya deberíamos introducir, ahí deberíamos utilizar una transition de conclusión.
Ujú.
Finally.
Podría ser.
Finally on a
Final.
psychological level.
Finally, muy bien. Finally, comma.
Comma, on a psychological level, comma, the impact has been important. The impact, yo colocaría very
Significant.
Oh, significantly. On a psychological level, the impact has been significantly. No, significant. Has been significant.
Significant, yes.
But the significant is including a significant number. I don't know, but it's a lot is repeated words.
Okay, sí.
Oye, me gustó cómo usó las comas ahí de confinement. Among other factors,
Sí.
has caused. Oh, very good. I really like it.
The confinement, among other factors, has caused multiple disorders such as depression, fear, even panic disorders or post-traumatic stress. Muy bien, excelente, Oneida. Very good, excellent. También me gustó esa parte ahí, la última.
Applause, excellent.
Applause por Oneida. Excelente, Oneida.
Congratulations, bravo.
Wow, welcome. Sorry, guys.
¿Qué tal les pareció esa actividad, muchachos? ¿Qué tal? How was the activity? ¿Cómo se sintió Oneida? Muy bueno, ¿verdad?
Bien, porque hay muchos detalles que arreglar cuando es la parte científica, mucho más formal, más estructurado. Lo de los párrafos no lo sabía. Que era uno solo.
Bueno, sí, ese es el ejercicio, muchachos. ¿Sí ven? O sea, uno corrigiendo a otro también aprende. Entonces, ese es estar abiertos a eso, ¿ok? Like Oneida, open-minded, ¿ok? Here I have my draft, help me, because we are learning, ¿ya? And be open-minded.
Eso tienen que metérselo en la cabeza. No sientan pena con respecto a que los corrijan. Déjense corregir, que eso no duele. Ok, primero que todo.
Muy bien.
Primero que todo eso. Y segundo, muchachos, la mejor manera de aprender a escribir primero es escribiendo. Métanse eso a la cabeza. Pero para poder aprender a escribir necesitamos primero leer.
Muchísimo.
Muy bien, Paola.
Teacher, that's a filter or those are glasses?
Yes,
well, those are my glasses. Don't you like my new glasses? Don't you like my new glasses?
Cute.
Don't you? You don't like my style. You don't like my style.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
You don't like my style, but I can stop using them. There is no problem.
No. It's better.
No. No. I look like a so-called John Lennon.
I was thinking about that, but not like that. I was thinking in John Lennon. Yes.
I understand, Gabriela. That's okay. That's okay. Well, guys, in order to review and learn about these topics, let's make this quickly. I have something prepared for you in order to remind, in order to remember, and also remind, because it's like the two at the same time, how to use these punctuation marks, okay? Remember the names, the uses, the common mistakes. That's what we're gonna do in today's class, okay? That's what we're gonna do in today's class. And well, let me introduce you the material. Okay, I'm back. Oh, Gabriela Rubio. Yes, sorry, Gabriela. I didn't see the. So these are the punctuation marks, guys. These are the punctuation marks. Okay. Now just pay attention, and then this is what we're going to learn today. So let's try to get. So how do you say this in English? How do you say this in English?
Comma.
How do you say this in English? A comma.
Comma.
Yes, but remember to write comma in a proper way. This is the way you have to use comma with double M, right? Yeah, with double M. Hey, these are the most common comma usage mistakes that we have, or errors. When do we see this type of using mistakes? Not using a comma between two independent clauses that are connected by a coordinating conjunction. And now we're going to have these let's say, vocabulary, because for you, this has to be like normal or very common to refer to, like, for example, when we say fanboys, ya sabemos cuáles son los fanboys. ¿Sabes cuáles son los fanboys, right? You know the, yes, for, and, nor, yes, but, or, yet, so. Esos son los fanboys, okay? So you can see here, I play chess, but I could not win in any competition. So the correct way is to use it like the command. That is one of the most common mistakes or the most common errors that writers, learners of writing make. So you have to be conscious of that, okay? The comma splice, the comma splice. A comma splice is a very common mistake. It's a very, very common mistake. What is a comma splice? Well, a comma splice occurs when you place a comma between two independent clauses without a conjunction between them. Yes? A comma splice is like put a comma the way you want. That's like what we call like a comma splice, right? That's what we call like a comma splice. So the correct form would be, I opened the door, I fell off the ground. Yeah. So es como utilizar la coma como nosotros nos dé la querencia. You understand? Not to say in a different word. Okay. Eso es lo que se llama comma splice. It's like put commas wherever you want. No, that's not a comma splice. You have, for example, I opened the door, I fell on the ground. That's the correct form of using, okay? And if you're going to use a comma here, there has to be something here. Tiene que haber algo también ahí. Como por ejemplo, un fanboy. You understand? Okay. Are you going to say something else, Professor?
No. Just the thing that you said. For example, I opened the door, so I fell on the ground, or I opened the door and I fell on the ground. So you need a coordinating conjunction to put.
You need one of these. You need one of these. You need one of these. Okay. So very good. Let's continue with that. And then a run-on sentence. A run-on sentence. A run-on sentence is like, for example, it occurs when you don't put a comma when connecting two independent clauses. Yes. After I finished my work, I went out of a break. I went out for break. Or after I finished my work, comma, I went out for break. Tell me. And using a comma before a subordinated conjunction. Hey, never use a comma before a subordinating conjunction. ¿Recuerdan cuáles son las subordinating conjunctions? Do you remember?
Which
yes.
one?
After,
remember?
Where? Something. Yes.
However.
Which
ones? However, furthermore, although. Remember?
Before, because. Before, because. After.
Then.
Even
Hence.
Okay.
Even though, exactly.
Esas son subordinating conjunction. I caught a cold because I had some ice cream. This is not allowed.
Yeah, we cannot cut the exactly. We cannot cut the idea of
the full idea.
sentence.
We cannot cut it if we use because it's a subordinating conjunction. So we cannot use like that. I caught a cold because
we change it.
Yeah.
If we change it, we say because I had some ice cream, comma, I caught a cold. In that case, we use it. Okay?
Yes, it's because if we had like, for example, the first one here, this one here.
Exactly.
This one here, like this one here, like the example here. So that's a comma, right? So what about this one here? How do you say this in English?
Dot.
Yes, we can call it dot. We can call it period. We can call it spot as well. But
yes, like
yeah, but in writing, you gotta be careful when using
period.
Period or full stop. What is the difference between period and full stop?
Full stop close all idea. It's
Yeah.
finish
On the paragraph.
Yes.
The finish.
That's
It's to
right.
finish the paragraph. Full
The
stop
finish
or
of the
end mark. End mark is also another expression. End mark. Okay. When you
Yeah,
finish
that's
the
an end
paragraph,
mark.
you use a full stop or end mark.
Elda.
Turned out for what?
Para que aprendan. So when are we going to use periods or full stops? This is the most common is like period. Okay, be careful with this. Common period usage. Use a period at the end of statements or commands. Yes, I like to eat pizza. I cannot deny it. Turn left at the next light. Eso es un command. And hand me the pencil. Pásame el lápiz. Those are commands. Periods in abbreviations. Be careful with that. The United States of America is abbreviated USA. And Mr. is the abbreviation for Mr. And RT is the abbreviation for road. You understand? Don't forget that. Use periods in websites or addresses. In that case, they're commonly called dots. Yes? In that case, they're commonly called dots. Gabriela, I think she was the one who said that, right? You say like www.dictionary.com or www.wordreference.com or whatever.com. And use periods in decimal numbers. In decimal numbers. This is a very common mistake that Spanish speakers or Spanish or language learners tend to make, especially the ones who speak Spanish, sorry, like we are. We tend to use the same, we used to use the same structure or the same marking like you use in Spanish, but with numbers in English is different, totally the opposite, okay? Be careful with that, right? That's the period, right? And how do you say this in English? How do you say this in English?
Please. Please.
Remember.
Oh, you don't remember.
Ay, Pau. Mire, acuérdense que eso es lo que está yendo para Mérida. Pasamos primero por
That's a good one.
Okay, this is colon, right? It's the colon, okay? So, what about this? Be careful with this when using it, okay? This is the common colon usage. Use a colon to introduce an item or list. There are three things every dog needs: food, water, and healthcare. That's for sure. The ones who love dogs. I am a dog lover. You need to grab these three things for the laundry: laundry detergent, fabric softener, and dryer sheets. Understand? Use a colon to introduce a bulleted or numbered list. A bulleted or numbered list is like this when you try to make a list of things. Like, for example, in the English language is the English language is spectacular. There are 14 types of punctuation marks: periods, question mark, exclamation mark, points, the commas, semicolons, dashes, brackets, parentheses, question marks, many things. So that's a list. And use a colon to introduce extended quotations. Extended quotations. Be careful with the colon, okay? For example, Dyer's philosophy can be summed up in his belief that our thoughts manifest our reality. ¿Ok? Cuando decimos extended quotation es lo que nos hacemos en los trabajos de investigación cuando vamos a referirnos a una quote de un libro que tiene más de 40 palabras. Entonces tenemos que meterlos en quotes como eso. You understand? Yeah. Y al final nombrar la persona que la dijo y la página. You understand? Be
citas textuales en español.
Yeah. Introduce extended quotations, es lo que llamamos citas textuales. Extended quotations. Be careful with this. This is very important to keep in mind. Use a colon following a greeting. A greeting. When I mean a greeting is a salutation in a formal or business letter. It doesn't matter if you're using the person's first name, both first and last name, or their title. You should always use a colon in a if the letter is formal. Okay? Cuando ustedes vayan a decir o vayan a escribir una carta de manera formal, el principio, el saludo, es bueno y es, vamos a decirlo así, es muy académico escribirlo. Por ejemplo, to whom it may concern, 2 puntos, a quien pueda interesar. Or, dear Mr. Wilson, colon. Or dear Professor Jason Smith, colon. Y blah, 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 blah. Okay? This is a very formal and academical use of colons. Okay? Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Okay?
Teacher, a question, please.
What's your
In
question?
this case, I can see the first example. To whom it may concern. What is the reason that whom is a whom and the verb and may and concern in capital letters?
Okay.
What is the reason?
A quien pueda interesar. Whom,
Yeah.
primero que todo, se está refiriendo como al sujeto.
Yeah.
Al sujeto. Aunque no estemos refiriéndonos a un sujeto, ese whom nos está refiriendo al sujeto de manera indefinida o indeterminada. Debemos utilizarlo en mayúscula. Pilas. Y en esta otra también. To whom it may concern. Aquí estamos haciendo cierto énfasis a la persona a la que nos vamos a hacer referencia. Pero esto solo pasa en este caso. Pero si yo quiero hacer, vamos a decirlo así, referencia o quiero, vamos a decirlo así, hacer énfasis en una palabra dentro de una oración, debemos poner esa palabra o ese grupo de palabras en cursiva. You understand? Porque muchas personas tienden a poner quotation marks para hacer, vamos a decirlo, una palabra enfática dentro de una oración. Pero no es la regla, no es lo común. Si quieres hacer énfasis dentro de una oración a una palabra, utiliza los single quotation marks. Single quotation marks. ¿Sí? ¿Cuáles son los single quotation marks? Los single quotation marks son aquellos que solamente es una comita que abre y una comita que cierra, no las dobles. ¿Sí me entienden? Más adelante tengo. You will see that. We'll see that. Be careful with that. How do you say this in English? How do you say this in English?
Semicolon. Semicolon.
Semicolon. Semicolon podría decirse como referirse a no sé, Michelin y la fría, ¿no? Es como semicolon, ¿no? Algo así. No se sabe cuál es cuál. You understand? Algunas veces. When you're going there.
All right.
Semicolon. That's a semicolon. So, the common semicolon usage. Be careful with this. Vamos a leerlo con calma. Porque los semicolons a veces pueden funcionar como una coma también. They can be used also as a comma, but there are some exceptions. For example, use a semicolon between closely related independent clauses, which are not joined by a coordinating conjunction. Yes. In last level, I made a reference to this part. I refer to this part as, okay, be careful. Nosotros utilizamos un semicolon si las dos cláusulas independientes tienen una relación intrínseca. Por ejemplo, estas dos oraciones, these two sentences, I do not like to eat chocolate. Punto. Ice cream is my food of choice. I do not like to eat chocolates. Ice cream is my food choice. ¿Por qué? ¿Cuál es la relación que se está manejando ahí? What is the close relation?
I see.
It's about the
Primero food
about
y
like,
después likes.
About the food.
And then
Right.
like some.
Ajá. Ya, both. Primero food, o sea, ambas están refiriéndose a comida y a gustos. You understand?
Yes.
De cierta manera.
Yes.
Entonces ellas tienen una close relationship. Yes, thank you, both. Don't worry. So, use a semicolon between independent clauses which are linked in meaning with a transitional word. Una transitional word también entra en las categorías lo que nosotros nos referimos hace rato. Cuando yo les dije que era una subordinating conjunction. ¿Sí?
Yes.
Be careful with that. However, es una de esas. Professor Moncada, she refers to that. Se refirió a eso hace ratico, hace unos minuticos. For example, this sentence is correct. This sentence is correct. I do not like to ride a bus. However, I ride it when I visit my sister. It can be written like this. I do not like to ride the bus. However, I ride it when I visit my sister. También la podríamos escribir así, pero ojo, yo también hice referencia a eso en el nivel pasado en una de las clases. I referred to that in one of the classes, okay? And this one here. There is another use. Use a semicolon between items in a series. Hey, be careful. Because remember, the punctuation mark that we use to refer to items in a series, the most common is comma, right? The comma. But we can use also a semicolon. Pero, ¿cuál es la excepción? When series containing internal punctuation. Cuando vamos a decirlo así, unir elementos, pero que esos elementos están estrechamente relacionados y tienen puntuación dentro. Por ejemplo, dice, classic science fiction sagas are Star Trek with Mr. Spock and his large pointy ears, comma, yes. Battlestar Galactica, comma, with Cyclone Raiders, and Star Wars, comma, with Han Solo, comma, Luke Skywalker, comma, and Darth Vader. Yeah? Oh, sorry. What about this one here? This sentence can also be written like this. Yo me aseguré de poner esto subrayado porque todo esto que está aquí se está refiriendo a una sola cosa. You understand? Después viene punto y coma. Battlestar Galactica with its Cyclone Raiders. Punto y coma or semicolon. And Star Wars with Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Darth Vader. Okay, this is another common use for semicolons. Semicolons. Be careful. Are you going to say something, Professor? Okay. Okay, thank you. Enjoy your breakfast.
What? Oh my God.
Chicos, ¿entendieron esta parte? Esta última. Cuando ustedes vayan a referirse a una lista de cosas, pero esa lista se refiere, vamos a decirlo así, son largas, entonces utilicen punto y coma o semicolon. Understand? You better be careful with that, okay? Hey, how do you call this in English? How do you say this in English? Ahora venimos a los quotations.
Okay.
These are quotation marks. Estos se llaman double quotation marks, pero también están los single quotation marks. ¿Ya? También existen los single quotation marks, que son estos que empiezan uno por acá y el otro termina por acá. Estos que están aquí son llamados single quotation marks. Y estos los llaman double quotation marks o regularmente los llaman es quotation marks. Okay, so be careful. Those are most commonly used. Okay, so what are we going to use in this part? In this part, we're going to use like this, okay? Be careful. Be careful. Pay attention to this. When you want to highlight or emphasize something, make sure to use italics. ya se los dije. Cuando ustedes quieren hacer, quieren enfatizar algo dentro de una oración, ojo, algo dentro de una oración, mejor utilicen italics o letra cursiva, yes? It's better to use italics, okay? Not quotation marks. Are you going to say something, Professor?
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell this in Spanish. Es un error común que se consigue incluso o inclusive en el español, ¿ok? Yo que me lo paso pues chequeando artículos y cuestiones escritas académicamente, en español también cometemos ese error de colocar las comillas para enfatizar, pero en realidad las comillas se utilizan es para citas textuales, ¿ok? Entonces hay que tener cuidado. Si queremos enfatizar algo en inglés, se utilizan las cursivas, como dijo Vladimir, ¿ok?
Mire, por eso fue, miren cómo escribí errors aquí.
Right.
Yo quise enfatizar eso utilizando eso, ¿ok? Dice, incorrect. Quotation marks are only used to cite exact words by someone, used by someone. Quotation marks are only used to cite exact words used by someone. And quotation marks, when you want to emphasize something inside a quote, okay, hey, listen. When you want to emphasize something inside a quote, ahí sí las pueden utilizar, make sure to use single quotations. Single quotations. Pero eso solo lo hacen dentro de una quote. Homer Simpson said, maybe, just once, someone will call me sir without saying you're making a sin. Next. No sé si entendieron esta parte. Did you understand this part?
Well,
Dentro de una cita, sí se puede utilizar la single quotation cuando quieren enfatizar algo, pero solo dentro de una cita.
Mire,
una cita textual.
Esto que está aquí es una cita, mire, textual.
Tiene el quotation mark.
Y tiene quotation mark aquí. Se los voy a poner aquí en este color. Mírelo. Sorry.
Sí, sí.
I'm gonna use this here. Tiene la quotation mark acá y tiene la quotation mark acá. Pero yo estoy utilizando dentro de ellas, miren, esto que está aquí y esto que está aquí, miren. Single quotation marks. Single. Pero solamente sucede just in that case. And make sure to use single, not double quotation. Okay?
Yeah.
So be careful with that, okay?
Clear. Very clear.
Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yeah. Clear as the water.
No problem. Very good. So what about this one here? How do you say this in English?
Parentheses.
Ah, this is another way. This is another way. And I refer to this when we were correcting Oneida's paragraph. When we were connecting on Oneida's paragraph at the very beginning in the first sentence of the paragraph, I told her, oh, puedes poner eso en un paréntesis también. O también puedes hacer una oración apositiva, que pones una coma y una coma. Ella prefirió, creo que hacer la coma. Sí, la coma la puso en paréntesis, no sé. No recuerdo
paréntesis,
ahora.
creo. Paréntesis.
Ajá. Entonces, be careful, porque los paréntesis también, aunque parezcan simples, deben tener algo en mente, en presente. Y es esto. So, what about this? Common parenthesis usage. Use parentheses to enclose information that clarifies or is used as an aside.
Ese es el caso de Oneida.
Exactamente.
Con ella.
This is the Oneida's case. He finally answered, after taking 5 minutes to think, that he did not understand the question. Okay. Quiero referirme a esto. Cuando vayan a utilizar un paréntesis asegúrense que la información que sea en el paréntesis, lo que vayan a poner en el paréntesis tenga por lo menos un verbo y explique algo muy específico que ustedes quieran decir. You understand? Porque, ¿qué sucede? Porque, ¿qué sucede? Mire, aquí. Parentheses despite appearances. Esto es lo que les estoy diciendo. Parentheses despite appearances are not part of the subject. Entonces, Joe and his trusty mud was always welcome. You know, but it's like, it seems awkward. ¿Saben qué es awkward? Do you know what awkward is?
Sí, yes.
What's awkward? A ver.
Awkward is like something's weird, but saying in more like complex way than saying just it's weird.
Yeah, that's right. Es lo que nosotros conocemos como que suena así como raro, como extraño. ¿Ok? Por cierto, mud es la forma como llamamos, por ejemplo, como yo llamo a mi perra, yo la llamo mi vulpeca. ¿Te acuerdas lo que era vulpeca, no?
¿Qué?
Bueno, muchas personas, mud es otra forma de decir perro también. Sí, como decir el venga para acá, el wino, o el no sé qué, you understand? It's another way to say dog in a very interesting way. So, Joe and his trusty mud was always welcome. La forma correcta de decirla. This seems awkward. Try rewrite the sentence to add more information. Ok. Eso quiere decir que esto que está aquí no da mucha información, pero Joe, accompanied by his trusty mud, was always welcome. Entonces, this gives more information about what you want to mean. You understand? Try to include at least one verb. At least one verb. You understand? At least. Okay? Are you going to say something, Professor?
No. Just that.
If
That we need a verb.
if material in parentheses ends a sentence, the period goes after the parentheses. He gave me a nice bonus. $500. Wow. Eso es lo que deberíamos estar recibiendo todos. Okay, a $500 bonus. Hey, take care to punctuate correctly when punctuation is required. Yeah? Both inside and outside the parentheses. You're late. Aren't you? Aren't you? Okay. Si ustedes quieren incluir, vamos a decirlo así, si ustedes quieren cerrar dentro de una paréntesis, una oración que tenga un signo de interrogación, un signo de admiración, que tenga una quote, asegúrense de meterlo siempre en el paréntesis. Todo adentro. Understand? Everything. And commas are more likely to follow parentheses than precede them. This is another way to use. When we got home, comma, it was already dark outside. Come on, he fixed the dinner. No. That's not correct. The correct form is when we got home and it was already dark outside, comma, he fixed dinner. Fixed quiere decir como que hizo la cena. Sí, también como que hizo la cena. You understand? So, make sure to use the parentheses in a correct way. Okay? Acuérdense que ustedes incluyen information, pero esa information tiene que ser clara y definida. No metan información ahí por lo que sea. Tiene que ser clara y definida. En relación con lo que están hablando. Vamos a ver. How do you say this in English?
Brackets.
Ajá, brackets. ¿Y qué son brackets? Brackets son fáciles de usar. Brackets are interruptions. Yes, interruptions. When we see them, we know, hey, we know they've been added by someone else. They are used to explain or comment on the quotation. For example, 407. Today would say 87 years ago. You understand? Entonces ahí estamos, ahí como que, vamos a decirlo, otra persona dijo eso, o simple y llanamente yo quiero meter una información que tal vez no se relacione con lo que estoy diciendo. You understand? Tal vez no se relacione con lo que estoy diciendo. Or Bill shook his hand. Son. Oh. You understand? You understand? Entonces, ¿qué pasa con, cuál es la diferencia de lo que me quiero referir acá? Si yo quiero incluir dentro de una oración una explicitación, pero mínima, corta, sí, la utilizo en brackets. Por ejemplo, ajá, él besó, y pongo brackets, su novia, en la frente. You understand? Eso es un interrupter. Eso es un interrupter. ¿Sí? No sé si me entienden.
Sí. Es para clarificar más que todo, ¿no? ¿Quién dijo eso o quién hizo la acción?
Y casi siempre son cosas pequeñitas,
Cortas.
palabras puntuales, una
Nombres.
frasecita puntual, un nombre puntual, no. Mientras que los paréntesis sí debe tener, tiene que tener lógica. Tiene que tener lógica. In formal writing, the brackets are often used to maintain the integrity, yeah, of both a punctuation and the sentence of others using it. For example, the better angels of our nature, gave powerful ending to Lincoln's first inaugural address. Lincoln's memorable phrase came, okay, vamos a decirlo así, esto es lo que en uno de los discursos que hizo Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, esta T que metió acá, esta persona, uno la puede meter simple y llanamente como para hacer referencia de empezarla con mayúscula, pero ese pedazo de quote que está aquí vino de una frase cortada en un
Está
punto
dentro
X,
de otro.
que está dentro de otra. ¿Ya? Eso es,
Al sacarlo de ahí, al sacarlo de ese párrafo de donde estaba, entonces hay que hacerle la acotación de que tiene que ir en mayúscula porque está empezando una oración en este caso. Así no estuviese en mayúscula en el otro, ¿sí?
exactamente, así no estuviese mayúscula en el otro. ¿Ok? Hey, how do you say this?
Interrogation.
No, es interrogation, es machucation.
Sí, suena muy Spanish. Suena muy Spanish.
Eso es machucation. Eso es question mark. Thank you, Valerie. It's a question mark. It's a question mark. And when do we use question marks? ¿Cuándo utilizamos los question marks?
When we want to ask something.
Machucation, yeah. Yes, when we want to ask something, and then remember, we put it at the end of a sentence that it wants to ask for something, or yeah, this is easy. This has no problem, okay? Hey, how do you call this in English? Or how do you say this in English?
Exclamation.
Exclamation mark. When do we use exclamation marks? When do we use exclamation marks?
When you need to emphasis in feels or
Feelings, yes.
amazing expression,
Exactly.
happy
Emotions.
expression, emotion.
To say something important too.
Yeah.
Something important, surprise, to show surprise or
show you surprise.
Easy. I didn't want to refer to this. And how do you call this in English, or how do you say this in English? Huh?
A dash.
Exactamente, that's a dash. And when do we use dash?
Let me think.
You know, we use dash when we want to combine adjectives. Yes, when we want to make a compound adjectives. Por ejemplo, narco, traficante. ¿Sí? Su, lo que sea.
Presidente.
Yes, and so on. Okay. Hay un tipo de dash que es más largo que se llama hyphen. Y ese tiene una función muy similar y parecida a la del paréntesis. Ya les voy a mandar una imagen para que la tengan. Eso no es difícil de usar. And how do you call this?
Suspensive dots.
What?
No. No.
Ellipse points. Ellipse
So,
points.
no, you call them ellipses or suspension. Suspension
Mhm.
periods. Okay, suspension
Periods.
periods. Pero suspension periods is, también lo pueden llamar así, but it's not that common, right? It's not that common. So you better call them ellipses, right? Ellipses. ¿Y para qué se utilizan los elipses?
You need to refer, when you need to refer the idea continue will
Yeah.
be,
Or when you don't want to close the idea
Yeah.
like completely, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to. But yeah, it's more something like that. You just use it when you don't want to close the idea completely.
Mhm.
Okay.
To emphasize that it's more information.
Mhm.
I would like to, I don't know.
Mhm.
Okay. What is Valerie saying?
Valerie say when you want to get other person nervous. Okay, that's good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Valerie.
She's so
That's a fact.
creative, you know. That's good.
an excellent example.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yes. Oh, yes, that's crazy. That's crazy. It is, I understood it like this. For example, it's like, and then you say, what?
What did I did? What's
I want
wrong?
to tell you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was no. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. It's you know it's not difficult to use. It's not difficult to use to ellipses. And what about this one here? How do you call this?
Oh my gosh.
We see that.
We call it in Spanish
Piso.
piso. Guión abajo
Guión
le
bajo.
dicen también.
Guión bajo.
In English, it's called underscore. And when do we use underscore?
Underscore. I absolutely didn't knew that. Like underscore.
Yeah, it's mostly used on internet.
But
Yeah, in
on technical
addresses,
terms.
email addresses and all the stuff. When you say
Yes.
2.5
And programming language.
underscore.
And programming languages. Programming language. Lenguaje de programación. You understand?
but in writing, in like normal writing, do we use underscore like in academic writing or stuff like that?
When you refer to email addresses, for example, those persons who use underscores in their email addresses, or in technical language, in this case, a computer language or something like that.
Computer programming language. Yeah.
But
Okay,
for example, in academic tests that are not related to computer language, it is not common. Just in emails addresses.
That's it.
Email addresses.
And let's see.
All right, thanks.
Which is the missing punctuation here?
Oh, I see.
Full stop.
Full stop?
Post?
Yeah, that's right. Full stop. Very good.
Because we have two sentences, two different sentences, huh?
Yeah. What about this one here?
Exclamation marks.
Exclamation marks. Yeah.
Or
Exclamation mark?
Oh no.
Exclamation mark.
I know.
I don't know.
Not exclamation mark.
No.
No
Quotation mark?
quotation. Just because
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
saying,
exclamation mark.
she said, you are like,
She says.
Be careful with that. Porque ya se estaba
yeah, but you
refiriendo.
know, usually when you say expensive, you do like with
Si no tuviese
Like
el
shark
she
tooth.
said,
expensive.
si no tuviese el she said, ahí sí hubiese sido exclamation mark.
Yes,
Sí,
yes,
it's
yes.
expensive.
You're
That's
right.
the common Venezuelan expression. Oh, it's expensive.
Teacher, here is the same. Here is completely the same.
Okay, don't worry, it's okay. What about this one here? What about this one here?
She's
Ellipsis. No. Yes. No. Colon.
Coma,
No,
coma.
oh,
You're guessing.
Colon.
It's colon, I guess.
yes.
Colon. She said.
Colon, porque dijo
Colon,
she
this
said.
is my dog.
She said yes.
Acuérdense, el colon lo utilizamos para introducir una lista o para traducir una cita o una expresión que dijo alguien, ¿ya? ¿Understand? O una lista de cosas. Enseguida, ajá.
Question mark.
Question mark?
Who is she? Question mark.
Yeah, that's a question mark. And what about this one here?
Exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark.
Ahora
Oh.
sí,
Mark.
ahora sí le funciona el exclamation mark.
Oh my god. Yeah.
A comma.
Coma.
No, first the colon. No. The comma. I
Entonces,
bought a pen, comma, a ruler, comma, a
comma.
sharpener, comma, and a ruler.
That's
yes.
right.
That's it.
Very good. What about this one here?
Writing.
That the dash.
It's 25.
5.
Muchachos,
Exactly.
siempre asegúrense de ponerle ese dash. Asegúrense de ponerle ese dash a los números. A los números. Para que pueda decir eso 25. Siempre. No lo copien 20 y aparte 5. No, 20-5. Careful with that. Be careful with that.
Okay.
Ellipsis.
Wait.
Ellipsis.
Ellipsis?
Well,
Do you
Yes.
think so? Do you think so?
Yes. I'm wondering.
Ay, se me chispoteó. Sí, era una elipsis. Ok, y ahí rapidito,
Okay.
pónganse las pilas rápido porque viene esta otra. This is a test. This is a test, ok? Be careful with this test. Be careful with this test. Here we go.
Question mark.
well, that is yes.
Hey,
But-
read the instruction. Read the instruction.
Which is the missing spelling and punctuation?
Read the instruction. When we talk about spelling, we refer to ortografía. La ortografía es la parte de la lingüística que se encarga de la correcta forma de la escritura de las palabras.
Capital letter.
Capital letter
in what?
Capital letter in the
in what and
what?
And a question mark.
yes. What is that noise? Very good. Yes. What about this
It's
one here?
Camilo.
What about this one here?
I in capital
Capital
letter.
letter.
Of course.
Exclamation.
And also an end mark.
And mark or
And the punctuation, the dot. Final dot.
Period.
yeah.
Period.
Period.
I could use exclamation mark also. I have never read this book before.
Yeah, you can use exclamation mark at the end. Yeah, but maybe this sentence is out of context. So yeah,
Exactly.
we
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
we better we
Mhm.
better
That-
put, you know, period. What about this one?
The capital word
Exclamation
and
mark and
exclamation
Exclamation
mark.
mark
The exclamation mark and
and
Capital
capital
word.
letter.
capital
This-
letter.
Letter. I'm sorry.
Hey, did you like my owl? Did you like my owl?
It's
Oh,
cute.
Yeah.
Did you
Is
like
it-
my
Oh.
owl?
No.
This is the punctuation marks owl. It has all the punctuation marks, as you can see.
I love owls.
I
One of
saw
my favorite
a
animals.
snowman, but with nipples.
Yeah,
Yes.
but this is why. Very good. Oh, this is so exciting.
Has
This is so exciting.
mm,
Capital
I
letter in the John,
In John, in the name.
name
in the name, yes.
and a period at the end.
We can use it in different ways. For
Period.
you. We can use it like in different ways. You understand?
Yeah, it's my brother John only.
It's only my brother John.
Yes, I can use it. It was only my brother, John. Or it was only my brother, John, without the comma. What is the difference if we put the comma?
Mm,
We're talking to John.
Yes, we're talking to John. And what about if we don't put the comma?
That it's my
About.
brother John.
Yeah, that is my
Exactly.
brother, John.
Good, Gabriela.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Very good. Excellent. Bien, ven lo importante que es la punctuation. It's very important. What about this one here?
me.
What about this one here?
I think we need quotation marks because at the end says Matthew.
Yeah, but we need use to use quotation marks where?
At the beginning and after.
At the beginning and after holiday, said Paula.
Of course, that was not everything. Oh, right.
And yeah, perfectly done. The comma should be inside the.
It's just a style. Yo también le podría quitar la coma solamente y dejar solamente los quotation marks. Todo va dentro del quotation marks también, ¿ok? Vilas. What about this one? ¡Es una araña! Gritó Neida por allá.
Spider cry. Daisy, capital letter. Capital letter. Daisy.
Capital letter.
And Daisy capital letter. Like
Also an exclamation mark.
And the comma.
And where has to be, where is the exclamation mark? Where has to be put?
It's a spider exclamation mark.
It's a spider exclamation mark. It's a spider exclamation mark. Here.
And right. And before us, a comma, maybe?
Here. So here, a comma here.
Yes.
What else?
And the capital letter.
And
the capital letter here.
The final dot.
And a period. Or a full stop.
Period.
Also quotation marks.
Quotation marks?
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
In the beginning and after the exclamation mark. Isn't it?
It's a spider.
This one here and this one here, right? Quotation
Yeah.
marks. Like this?
Right.
I guess.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Let's see if your guess is right.
Oh, we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Excellent.
Right. Yes. It's a spider. Porque lo dijo alguien, lo gritó alguien. En este caso, Daisy. Cried Daisy as she ran away. Period. Hey.
Good.
What about this one?
The exclamation
Question.
mark, no, the question
No,
mark.
question mark.
It's a question mark where?
After com.
Here, with a question mark here.
Yes.
Okay. Joe with the capital letter, capital J.
Joe with capital letter.
And then the quotation marks.
Quotation marks where?
Yes.
The when, and then for and after the question, the question mark, and the period.
And the period. Is everything okay?
Nothing else?
When will the baby?
Is there?
Yeah, I think it's good.
That's right.
Change.
Yeah, very good. Very good. You're very intelligent. Good. Oh my God. Very intelligent, guys.
Okay.
Fellas, what about this one?
The exclamation mark after you.
That's an exclamation here.
The quotation words in thing, and then after you. Say Wilf and the period.
Wait, they got letter in think.
Yes, that's right. Very good. Now you're like getting more used to recognize this punctuation marks. What about this one?
What a silly dog. This must be exclamation mark.
Where?
After
where?
After dog. And,
after dog.
And punctuation
quotation marks where?
What?
What?
What? After the exclamation.
And yes.
Then after Wilma, comma.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Very good. Excellent. What about this one here?
Mr. Pond.
The dad after Mr.
I think that is a colon is missing, maybe.
The period after.
So period where? The period where?
Mrs. Dad.
Mrs. May asked. What else?
And the punctuation words.
And
question mark.
Question
mark.
Where is the quotation? Where should I?
I think. Yeah.
No, I think it's just at the end, the question mark. Oh my God. And the other punctuation.
Por ahí escribieron algo en el chat. Esa persona que lo escribió. Esa persona que lo escribió, que es Valerie Martínez, dijo algo bien interesante.
Continue.
Someone is saying something is only used when she.
Yes.
Nadie. What about this one? Complex, huh? Aquí es un colon.
Wait.
Y aquí es un colon.
What?
Aquí es un colon. Mary asked, who is this? It was Chip. Who is this? Is with should. You understand? Yes? That's okay? That's okay? What about this one here?
Let's see.
The period after misters,
Miss,
The
The
period
capital-
after misters.
capital letter main, went up into balloon.
The period after misters. And this is May.
Hooray
Bueno,
between the punctuation marks.
Hooray between
Yes.
quotation marks.
And a
And
comma after balloon.
A comma after balloon.
And what about an exclamation mark
Where?
inside?
Hooray, yes. Yes, you're right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Hey, I can use
Oh.
I can use here, I can use either a comma or exclamation mark. A eso nos hacíamos referencia hace rato, que ya podríamos utilizarla o no. ¿Se acuerdan cuando yo le dije, la oración que tenemos está fuera de contexto, pero también la podríamos utilizar? Aquí yo también podría utilizar la coma que nos dijo Paola. Creo que fue Paola.
Yo.
Y también aquí sí, esta es una expresión que coloquial o comúnmente la conocemos, que es para expresar una,
Profe,
una emoción. Dígame.
Sí.
que cuando yo estaba estudiando de locución en la clase de lingüística nos dijeron una vez que en cualquier idioma que nada está correcto o incorrecto porque todo depende del contexto.
Ya.
Entonces lo que
Eso es
usted dice
correcto.
pues está totalmente válido.
Claro.
Sí.
Claro. Es lo que dijimos al principio, ¿ok? Very good. Very good. Thank you. Let's continue. What about this one?
What time is
Question
it?
mark.
Question mark.
Question mark where?
Question mark after.
Before Mr.
After it, dijo para allá Naida.
Yeah,
Ajá.
so it's correct.
Don't we need a condition?
Ajá. What up?
Before. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
For what? And after the question mark. Yes. I will say.
Uh-huh. And after the question mark, what?
You close the quotation marks.
Uh-huh. I close the quotation marks here. Mr. Wolf asked.
Okay, what else?
Uh-huh.
What about period after keeper? Hello?
Uh-huh. What time is it? Mr. Wolf asked. Keeper. Suddenly, there was a crash. You see? You see? This is the way. What about this one here? Now read the following paragraph and then put the missing spelling and punctuation marks. Ok, pero para eso lo que vamos a hacer es que, le voy a tomar una foto.
Se la envía.
Se los voy a enviar. Y ustedes ahí, hey, listen to this. I'm going to take a picture of this image. Se las voy a enviar. Ustedes después me las envían hoy mismo. Ahorita de una vez en calientico lo hacen. Para que no se enfríen. Y me lo envían de una vez. ¿Ok? Utilizando ahí el WhatsApp, le ponen, no sé, o utilizando el Paint, le ponen las comas donde ustedes quieran. Chicos, pregunto, ¿qué aprendieron en la clase de hoy?
Interesting thing. Interesting rules.
Very important.
Interesting.
The correct use of
¿Cómo se
Or
sintieron hoy?
Quotation marks.
¿Cómo se sintieron hoy después de esta primera semana con respecto a lo que es el uso y la puntuación?
It's difficult because we're not used to actually make like use the marcation.
No, marcation es machucation también.
The
Punctuation.
punctuation mark.
The punctuation.
No, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding,
Reputation.
Paola, don't get it wrong, I'm just kidding, yo estoy echando broma solamente.
Don't
Please.
worry.
Ajá, no, yeah.
But I think that if the purpose of learning English in academic way is to make it professional, to make it elegant. So it's important to know all these things, because one thing is to speak English like with your friends or in a different environment, but you have to be pragmatic. So all this kind of
And Americans are
helps.
very pragmatic.
Mhm.
And Americans,
They
British.
are in the work, they are like completely different person than in the hood with the friends, like literally. But yeah, it is. So I appreciate that this kind of learnings, because I try to improve my English in a professional way, and that's the meaning of this academic right.
Pero recuerden que hay algo que se llama la perseverancia. Vence y también hace al sabio. Así que.
Practice and practice.
¿Qué más? ¿Qué más otro? ¿Alguien quiere decir algo más? ¿Alguien más quiere decir algo? ¿No?
What can I say? That it was good. It is always a new experience for me. Everything.
Interesting,
Quotation. Well, quotation marks. The spelling, and of course the writing process, every step, the pre-writing, now outlining too. Yes.
Yeah. Bueno, chicos, que Dios me los bendiga, me los haga buenos y santos. Cuídense. Nos vemos el próximo domingo.
Thank you.
Namaste.
¡Qué agresivo!
Bye bye. Sí. Recuerden hacer las tareas, por favor. Recuerden hacer
Ay,
las tareas.
Paola, toma tu doble like.
Todavía está aquí, profe. Profe, sabe que yo soy un capture de una de las clases, y una amiga me dijo, ay, qué bonita su profesor, y yo, ay, chica.
Oh my
Yo no había visto con los lentes.
make me blush.
No lo había visto con los lentes de hoy.
No, Neida. Oh.
I am serious.
Okay.
Bye, baby.
Bueno,
See you.
chicos,
Bye, guys. Take care.
Have a nice
Bye.
day. Take
Keep
care.
in touch.
See you around. Bye-bye.
Bye.